There is a power stronger than wealth, intelligence, or status. A power that allows people to remain calm in chaos, to find peace in adversity, and to move through life with unshakable serenity. This power is inner peace. But in today's fast-paced world, most people never discover it. Stress, anxiety, and distractions consume their minds, leaving them feeling lost, overwhelmed, and disconnected. But what if there was a way to reclaim your peace, a way to train your mind, just like Buddhist monks, to remain centered no matter what happens around you? Imagine waking up every morning feeling light and calm, no longer reacting to problems with frustration, but responding with clarity and wisdom. Picture yourself walking through life with a deep sense of inner stability, unaffected by the negativity and noise of the world. This is not just a dream. It is a skill, a state of being that you can cultivate starting today. Before we begin, take a moment to type in the comments, "I choose inner peace." By doing this, you are setting your intention for a more peaceful and balanced life. If you find this video valuable, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who needs more calm in their life. So, what is inner peace? Many believe it's something that only monks or spiritual masters can achieve. But the truth is, inner peace is available to anyone willing to cultivate it. It is not about escaping reality or avoiding problems. It is about learning how to navigate them with a calm and steady mind. Ancient traditions, particularly in Buddhism, have long understood that true peace comes from within, not from external circumstances. Yet, in the modern world, we are trained to seek happiness and security in things outside ourselves, money, relationships, careers, only to find that none of these provide lasting peace. One of the most profound teachings of Buddhist monks is the understanding that suffering comes from attachment. When you attach your happiness to external things, you are giving them power over your emotions. If things go your way, you feel good. If they don't, you feel miserable. But what if you could break free from this cycle? What if you could learn to detach without becoming indifferent, to care deeply but not be controlled by outcomes? The first step in mastering inner peace is to control your breath. It may sound simple, but breathwork is one of the most powerful tools for calming the mind. When you are anxious, your breathing becomes shallow and rapid, signaling to your nervous system that you are in danger. But when you take slow, deep breaths, you send a message to your brain that everything is okay. Monks have used breathwork for centuries to enter deep, meditative states, and modern science now confirms its benefits in reducing stress and promoting relaxation. Try this simple exercise. Close your eyes, inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat this a few times, and you will already feel a shift in your state of mind. This technique, known as box breathing, is used by monks, elite athletes, and even military personnel to stay calm under pressure. But breath alone is not enough. To cultivate lasting peace, you must also train your mind to see problems differently. The way you perceive a situation determines how you react to it. Most people view problems as threats, as things that disturb their peace. But what if instead you saw them as teachers? Every difficult situation carries a lesson. Instead of resisting challenges, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This shift in perspective is one of the greatest secrets to maintaining inner peace. Another essential practice for cultivating deep calmness is silencing the inner noise. We live in a world full of distractions, endless notifications, news cycles designed to provoke fear, and constant mental chatter. To find peace, you must create moments of stillness. This is why monks dedicate time to silent meditation every day. They understand that true wisdom and clarity arise not from endless thinking, but from inner quiet. You don't need to meditate for hours to experience this. Start with just 5 minutes a day. Find a quiet place, sit comfortably, and focus on your breath. Thoughts will arise. That's natural. Instead of fighting them, simply observe them and let them pass like clouds moving across the sky. With practice, you'll notice a profound change in how you feel throughout the day. However, the modern world constantly pulls us away from stillness. One of the biggest enemies of inner peace is our addiction to stimulation. People check their phones hundreds of times a day, consume news that fuels anxiety, and fill every moment with noise. If you want to reclaim your peace, you must create sacred spaces of silence in your life. Start by reducing exposure to negativity. Limit the time you spend consuming stressful content. If something doesn't add peace to your life, question whether you need it. Protect your mental space as carefully as you would protect your home. Imagine your mind as a peaceful garden. What kind of thoughts, information, and energy do you allow to enter? If you want to cultivate true inner peace, one of the most powerful shifts you can make is to detach from things outside of your control. Most people suffer not because of what happens to them, but because of their resistance to what is. They want things to go a certain way, and when they don't, they feel frustrated, anxious, or even hopeless. But what if you could let go of this need for control? What if instead of resisting, you learn to accept things as they are and focus only on what you can change? This is what Buddhist monks practice through non-attachment. It doesn't mean being indifferent or emotionless. It means freeing yourself from the illusion that your happiness depends on external conditions. When you detach from the need for things to be a certain way, you gain an incredible sense of freedom. You stop wasting energy on things beyond your influence, and instead direct your focus on what truly matters, your own actions, thoughts, and responses. One way to practice detachment is through the let it go technique. The next time you feel irritated, anxious, or upset, ask yourself, can I control this situation? If the answer is no, let it go. Imagine holding a rock tightly in your hand. The harder you grip it, the more painful it becomes. But the moment you release it, the tension disappears. The same applies to thoughts, emotions, and situations in life. When you hold on too tightly, you suffer. But when you release, peace follows. Another profound practice for staying calm in any situation is gratitude. This may sound simple, but it has been scientifically proven to rewire the brain for happiness and resilience. Most people focus on what's wrong in their lives, the things they lack, the problems they face, or the mistakes they've made. But the mind is like a lens. It magnifies whatever you focus on. When you train your mind to notice what is good, even in difficult moments, your entire experience of life changes. Try this. Every morning, before you check your phone, take a deep breath and think of 3 things you are grateful for. They can be simple: waking up in a warm bed, having food to eat, or seeing the sunrise. When you shift your focus to appreciation, stress begins to lose its power over you. Gratitude turns what you have into enough. But cultivating peace isn't just about the mind, it's also about the body. One of the most overlooked secrets of inner peace is how you carry yourself physically. Your posture, the way you breathe, and even the tension in your muscles all influence your emotional state. When monks meditate, they sit with an upright but relaxed posture, allowing their breath to flow naturally. They do this because they understand the mind and body are connected. When your body is tense, your mind is tense. When your body is at ease, your mind follows. One simple technique to release tension is progressive relaxation. Try this right now. Take a deep breath, tighten your shoulders for a few seconds, then release. Now relax your jaw, unclench your hands, and let your whole body soften. Notice the shift? Most people walk through life carrying unnecessary physical tension, which leads to unnecessary stress. Learning to relax your body on command is a powerful way to instantly bring more calm into your day. But what about emotional stress? One of the biggest challenges people face is how to deal with difficult emotions without letting them take over. The secret? Observing without reacting. When monks feel anger, frustration, or sadness, they don't suppress it or act on it. They observe it like a passing cloud. They ask themselves, where do I feel this emotion in my body? How does it change when I simply notice it without judgment? Most people either react immediately to emotions or try to push them away. But when you simply observe your emotions without identifying with them, something incredible happens. They lose their grip on you. Instead of saying, I am angry, say, I am experiencing anger right now. This small shift reminds you that emotions are temporary and you are not defined by them. Another key aspect of cultivating inner peace is protecting your mental space. Just like you wouldn't allow toxic chemicals into your home, you should be mindful of what you allow into your mind. What kind of information do you consume daily? Are you feeding your mind with fear, negativity, and stress? Or are you filling it with wisdom, beauty, and things that nourish your soul? One way to protect your peace is to limit exposure to negative media. The news, social media, and even the conversations you engage in can have a direct impact on your state of mind. If something consistently makes you anxious or angry, ask yourself, do I really need this in my life? Reducing unnecessary negativity is not about ignorance, it's about self-care. At this point, you may be wondering, how do I maintain my peace when the world is so chaotic? The answer lies in creating daily rituals that anchor you in stillness. Whether it's morning meditation, a mindful walk, or simply drinking tea in silence, having a practice that grounds you is essential. These rituals serve as a reminder that no matter what happens in the outside world, you can always return to a place of calm within yourself. One of the most profound lessons on inner peace is the power of surrender. Many people think of surrender as weakness, but in reality, it's the ultimate form of strength. To surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means releasing resistance to what is. It's the ability to accept life as it unfolds, without constantly fighting against it. Think about the ocean. When a wave comes, you have two choices. You can resist it, fight against it, and exhaust yourself, or you can surrender to it. Let it carry you and flow with its rhythm. Life is the same way. When you surrender to what you cannot control, you free yourself from unnecessary stress. You stop clinging to how things should be and instead embrace them as they are. And in doing so, you create space for clarity, peace, and even unexpected opportunities. Surrendering doesn't mean being passive. It means knowing when to take action and when to let go. It's the wisdom to discern between what's within your power and what isn't. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, ask yourself, am I trying to control something I have no power over? If so, take a deep breath and remind yourself, I release what I cannot change. Another common reason people struggle with peace is overthinking. The mind is like a river. When it flows smoothly, it brings life and clarity. But when it becomes clogged with too many thoughts, it becomes chaotic. Overthinking creates anxiety, self-doubt, and unnecessary suffering. The good news: you don't have to believe every thought your mind produces. Monks use a simple practice to deal with overthinking called watching the thinker. Instead of getting lost in thoughts, they step back and observe them, like watching clouds passing in the sky. They ask themselves, is this thought useful? Is it true? Does it help me, or does it only create stress? If a thought isn't serving them, they let it go, just like releasing a balloon into the sky. A simple technique to quiet the mind is the 5-4-3-2-1 method. Whenever your mind is racing, pause and do this. 5. Look around and name 5 things you can see. 4. Name 4 things you can feel: your breath, the ground beneath you, the warmth of your hands. 3. Identify 3 things you can hear: birds, distant traffic, or even your own breath. 2. Name 2 things you can smell: your tea, fresh air, or the scent of a book. 1. Name 1 thing you are grateful for in this moment. This technique instantly brings you back to the present and quiets the noise of overthinking. But perhaps the most liberating practice for inner peace is embracing imperfection. So many people live in a constant state of stress because they are always chasing perfection, whether in their work, relationships, or personal growth. They believe that they must fix themselves, that they must always be better, that they are never enough as they are. But true peace comes when you realize that perfection is an illusion. There will always be something more to achieve, something more to improve. But what if, instead of chasing an impossible standard, you accepted yourself fully in this moment? What if you saw your flaws, mistakes, and imperfections as part of what makes you human? Buddhist philosophy teaches the concept of wabi-sabi, which means finding beauty in imperfection. A cracked teacup is still a teacup. A tree with twisted branches is still strong and full of life. The same applies to you. You are not meant to be perfect. You are meant to be real, evolving, and at peace with who you are. The path to inner peace is not about controlling the world around you. It's about mastering the world within you. It's about learning to let go, to embrace uncertainty, to quiet the mind, and to trust that no matter what happens, you will be okay. So as you go forward, remember, detach from what you cannot control. Practice gratitude daily. Relax your body to calm your mind. Observe emotions instead of reacting to them. Limit exposure to negativity. Create daily rituals of stillness. Surrender, let go of overthinking, and embrace imperfection. The more you practice these habits, the more unshakable your peace becomes. You will move through life with a quiet confidence, no longer swayed by external chaos, but grounded in the deep knowing that everything you need is already within you. Before we end, take a moment to type in the comments, "I choose inner peace." By writing this, you are setting an intention to live with more calm and clarity. If you found this video valuable, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this message with someone who needs it. Thank you for being here. Stay peaceful, stay present, and remember, nothing outside of you can take away the calm within you.